So coming to that comfortable seat, feeling the earth beneath your sit bones, rotating out through the pelvic floor, lengthening up through the spine, really feeling the crown of our head connecting upwards, lifting up, opening up our consciousness here. And we're going to come into a mudra for liberation. So we're going to begin by resting the left palm in the lap, facing upwards, and then just gently place the right palm on top of the left, and then you're going to connect the thumbs. So it's going to look like this. Really beautiful. Just gently holding your palms in your lap. So again, finding that length in the spine, feeling just relaxed through the arms, maybe close the eyes. And just give your body a couple gentle breaths here at your own rhythm. Coming into stillness, coming into this present place. And we're going to begin by doing some gentle breath work. This one is called a 4-part breathing technique. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in for 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, breathing in. Hold your breath at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then release the breath naturally for 4. And then holding at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to move through a few cycles of this breath. So inhaling for 4. Holding the breath for 4. Exhaling for 4. Really releasing. Holding the breath for 4. Inhale 4. Hold for 4. Exhale 4. And I'm going to let you go ahead and move through this just a few more times, counting to 4. Releasing all of the breath at the end of the 4. And then really filling your body back up. Let's move through one full cycle. And then just come back to gentle breath. Maybe open your eyes. Maybe notice what sensations may have come up. Maybe notice if your body feels a little tingly. We are giving nourishment to our nervous system through breath. It's totally normal if you feel your heart rate even come up a little bit, or if there's tingles or sensations on the skin. So just honor that. Let's take one more deep inhale together and then out the mouth. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Okay. Releasing the mudra. We are just going to spiral the knees and make our way into a wide-legged child's pose, allowing the hips to float back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the palms together, keeping the elbows on the mat. And we're just going to bring the wrists in prayer position to the back of the skull. So placing this prayer pose on the back of the head. And just allow your upper body to melt down onto the mat here. Breathing. Allowing for any emotions, any feelings to arise and to fall. Noticing thoughts coming up and giving those thoughts some breath. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Place the palms down onto the mat. Forearms are sturdy onto the mat. And we're going to just lift our bodies up, coming into a four-armed plank. So maybe adjusting the arms a little bit here, keeping the palms really rooted onto the earth. Notice the feet are hip distance apart. And then keep the hips down and allow the upper body to float forward. And we're just going to hold this here for just a couple breaths. It's okay if you're a little shaky. Take a deep inhale and exhale, slowly coming down onto our bellies. We're going to extend the arms out in front of us, coming into Sphinx pose. Again, feeling the palms rooted onto the earth, opening up the chest here. We're opening up the heart, giving our heavy hearts some light here. Maybe close the eyes. And allow the glutes to relax here as well. Sphinx pose is a pose I use often for soothing anxiety. It is also a beautiful posture for times of depression, emotional unrest. It just helps to soothe the mind. And again, opening up the heart, allowing the heart to shine open. And then from here, we're just going to extend the right arm out in front of us, keeping the left arm still bent. And we're just gonna roll over to our right side. And then bring the left palm onto the mat right in front of our heart. And then extend the left leg back behind you. So keeping the knee bent, you're just gonna place the left foot right behind the right leg that's on the mat. And then using the left palm as an anchor, we're just going to allow the upper body to come back. Laying on that right arm. Breathing here. Opening up the hips a little bit, opening up the heart. And if it feels good to just stay a little more neutral, rested on that right arm, that's totally fine as well. But if it's available to open up a little bit more, I invite you, maybe looking up to the sky or to the ceiling. into the space around you. Take an inhale and exhale, coming back into Sphinx pose. Lifting up the chest, finding that anchoring in the palms. We'll just take a deep inhale here and exhale out through the mouth. And then we'll move to the other side. So extending the left palm out, keeping that right arm bent. We'll just move our bodies onto the left side, and then using that right palm as an anchor, bending at that right knee, we'll just place the foot right behind us on the mat or on the floor. And then once you feel anchored, explore opening up the chest. Breathing here. This is a good opportunity to consider sending out a prayer or a positive thought, a positive vibration right now, either into your own heart, your own soul, or into humanity at large, whatever comes up naturally for you. Take an inhale and exhale, coming back to Sphinx. Opening up the chest. Inhale. And exhale. We're just going to walk the palms underneath us. Lifting at the hips, we're going to place the forearms back down onto the mat. Clasping at the palms, and then lifting the hips up, coming into dolphin pose. Walk the feet a little closer to the hands. And you're going to want to feel really anchored through the forearms here. And if it feels better to not clasp the palms and keep rooted through the palms and the forearms, I absolutely invite you to do that as well. So whatever feels good here to really feel rooted through those forearms. And then just like down dog, we're going to be lifting the hips to the sky, floating them back, and then notice the shoulders floating away from the ears. Breathing here. And then play with bending the knees, maybe bending the right knee, bending the left knee, maybe walk the feet a little closer. And we're just going to move through some gentle movement here. So bending at both knees, coming down to the mat, not all the way down to the mat, hovering over the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the hips back up. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, back up. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, back up. We'll move through this a few more times at your own pace, finding your own rhythm. Letting breath guide you. Then on your next knees bent, go ahead and place the knees down onto the mat, opening up the knees once again, and then float the hips back, coming into wide-legged child's pose. And then go ahead and bring the palms together at prayer, and we'll come into that wide-legged child's pose prayer once again. Floating the palms overhead, neutralizing our energies here. Finding stillness. And then inhale, coming into tabletop. We'll start in a neutral spine, Palms are right under shoulders and knees are hip distance apart. We're gonna inhale the right arm up, again, shining that heart open, reaching up to the sky. Take an inhale. And exhale, weave that right arm underneath the left arm, and then float that left arm overhead, placing that left palm on the earth right above your head. And then again, feeling that anchoring in that palm, and then feel an energetic pull from that palm, reaching all the way to the back of your hips, allowing your hips to extend back. You'll also feel your core coming into your spine here, a hollowing out of the belly. Maybe close the eyes. Maybe sway the hips from side to side. Inhale, gently coming back up to tabletop, finding that neutral spine. We'll inhale, lifting the left arm up, reaching up, really look up. Exhale, weave it underneath the right. Placing that ear gently down onto the mat and allowing that right palm to float overhead. Again, finding that anchoring in the palm to help allow the hips to float back. Feel the belly coming in. And it might feel a little different on this side, so just honor that. Breathe into anything that doesn't feel as available to you. Breathing here. Take an inhale. And exhale, coming back to tabletop. We're just going to float the hips back and walk the palms forward, coming into melting heart pose. Allow the forehead to come all the way down to the mat so the hips are lifted up to the sky here. And we're just going to move the head from side to side, massaging the pineal gland, the third eye, helping us to further deepen our consciousness, especially in these times of unrest, of massive shifts in humanity. We must come to our higher power, our higher selves, our consciousness. Take an inhale and exhale. Come to sit onto your heels in hero's pose. Lifting the spine straight. And let's come back into our Liberation Mudra, placing the left palm in the lap facing to the sky, and then gently placing that right palm over the left, touching at the thumbs. Roll the shoulders back. Helping us to nurture any emotions that we're feeling. Helping us to release fear, to cultivate courage, expand unity and togetherness. Take an inhale and exhale. Release the mudra. Place the palms down on the mat in front of the knees. And we're just going to flip the toes, moving into malasana, into squat pose. So you're going to walk the feet out to either side of the mat and then bring the palms into prayer. Using the elbows, we're just going to open up the knees. And again, shining the heart open. Maybe opening up the eyes here. Noticing the colors of the room that you're in. Breathing. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. We're going to place the palms down onto the mat. Lift the hips up gently, straightening the legs, coming into forward fold. Walk the feet in so you're at hip distance apart. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, bending deeply at the knees. We're going to grab opposite elbows and just sway from side to side. Maybe shaking the head. Yes, shaking the head, no. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, we're gonna walk the hands forward, eventually making our way in to down dog. Rooting through the palms, really feeling the energy in your thumb and your middle finger, lifting the hips back. Take an inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale. Let's do that one more time. Really make it your biggest one, sticking the tongue out. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhaling the right leg up, coming to 3-legged dog. Exhale. Bring the knee to the nose, really hollowing out the belly. Inhale, back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bringing the knee to the left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bringing the knee to the right elbow and gliding the upper body forward. We're just gonna hold this here for a beat. Inhale. And exhale, drop the right knee to the right wrist, extending the left leg out behind us, opening up the chest, expanding out through the spine, up through the top of the head. Take an inhale here in pigeon. And exhale, walk the palms out in front of you, maybe placing the palms underneath your forehead as a little pillow, coming into sleeping pigeon. And close the eyes here. Really allow yourself to melt into this pose. Maybe rock the head from side to side once again. Finding peace in this present moment. Take a deep inhale. Start to walk the hands up, lengthening up through the spine. And then from here, we're going to bend the left knee, coming into deer pose. So the right foot is touching the left thigh. Both knees are bent. Both sit bones are on the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up. Go ahead and connect the palms and then release the palms up to the sky. Take an inhale here, looking up. And exhale, slowly drop the palms behind you, flipping the fingers so they're facing inwards. And we're just going to open up the chest here, coming into a gentle back bend. Breathing here, allowing the neck and head to float back. Shining the heart open. Allowing light and space to come into our heart. Take an inhale. And exhale. Coming back to a neutral spine, back to center. We're just going to gently and slowly make our way back into down dog. Finding our hands and our feet, finding our strength, finding our breath in down dog. Take an inhale and exhale. Then we're gonna inhale the left leg up. Exhale to bring it to the nose, hollowing out the belly. Inhale back up. Exhale to bring it to the right elbow. Inhale back up. Exhale to bring it to the left elbow. Really feeling your upper body pulling forward here, hugging at the belly. Take an inhale. And exhale, drop that knee to meet the left wrist, extending that right leg out behind you. Opening up, lengthening through the spine. Take an inhale. And exhale, allow the upper body to float down. Finding that pillow with the palms. Allowing the forehead to come down. Noticing if this side feels a little bit different. Maybe offering more breath into the hips. We are opening up our hips here. And our hips carry a lot of emotion. They carry a lot of our experiences. So especially right now, don't be surprised in this hip opening pose if you're experiencing things arising. Whether it's good or bad, we hold our emotions in our hips. So breathing into that as well, being gentle with your thoughts, gentle with your body here. Take another deep inhale. Start to lift the body up, walking the hands towards the knee. And then we'll bend the right knee so that the left bottom foot can meet the inner thigh of the right. Bending both knees, feeling the sit bones on the mat. Inhale the arms up, reaching up. Come to bring the palms together and then flip the palms up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, slowly reaching the hands back behind you. Again, fingers are pointing inwards. And then we'll just slowly begin opening up the chest, allowing the neck and head to relax just a bit. We're still holding our cores here, so we're really just allowing the upper body to bend. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Coming back to center. We're going to bring both feet flat onto the mat, bending at the knees. And then we're going to bring the palms behind us once again. Fingers are pointing inward. Maybe walk the feet just a little bit closer inwards. And we're just going to come to a gentle bridge here. So inhale, lifting up the hips. And then from here, play with where your feet are. You want to make sure they're at a 90-degree angle with your ankle. And then allow the neck and head to float back. Feet are hip distance apart. Lifting up through the hips. We're going to take an inhale here. And exhale, drop the hips down just to hover at the mat, and then lift the hips back up. Breathing here, finding your own rhythm of breath. Coming back to the back bend, we're gonna take a deep inhale, lifting up through the hips. And exhale, gently drop the hips down to the mat. And then we're going to keep the feet down flat onto the mat. We're just gonna walk the feet in even closer. And we're just going to give ourselves a hug here. So wrapping the arms around your legs, take an inhale. And exhale, allow your forehead to come down to your knees, wrapping yourself in love, wrapping the earth in love, wrapping humanity in love. Really deep breaths here. Slowly release. And then placing the feet on the mat, we're just gonna slowly roll down, coming onto our backs. And again, bringing the knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around the knees. We're just gonna rock from side to side. Exhale. Any kind of breath that you need here. Really letting your natural breath give your body medicine, give your heart medicine, give your grief medicine. And then extending the left leg out, flat on the mat. We're gonna keep the right knee hugged into the chest. We're gonna take the left arm on the outside of the knee and then just pull it gently over to the left side, coming into a gentle twist, opening up the right hand, looking over to that right hand. Wringing out the spine here, continuing to open up the heart. Take a deep inhale, coming back to center, bringing the left knee to meet the right, squeezing the knees into the chest. We're gonna extend the right leg onto the mat and then pull that left knee in. Take an inhale and exhale, float that left knee over to the right side, opening up the left arm, looking over that palm, breathing here, maybe adjusting the knee or adjusting where you're holding the leg if you're feeling any tension. Maybe close the eyes. Take another deep inhale. Coming back to center. Bring the right knee to meet the left. And then grabbing the outside of the feet, we're just gonna open up the knees and then gently rock from side to side. Again, releasing emotion, energy that has been placed in the hips. And then bringing both knees into the chest, we're going to wrap the arms around the knees, bringing the head and neck up into the knees. Take a deep inhale, giving yourself another nurturing hug. And exhale, releasing everything down onto the mat. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. I invite you to place your right palm over your heart and your left palm over your womb space. And just get as comfortable as you possibly can, allowing the shoulders to roll down the spine, allowing the whole body to melt into the earth. Finding a moment of rest. I also invite you to come up to a cross-legged position. You're absolutely welcome to stay laying down, but coming back into our Liberation Mudra, cultivating freedom, unity, and courage. Sit in silence, we sit in peace, and we sit in love for all that is heavy, all that is in pain right now. Our weary hearts resting for a moment. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out through the mouth. invite you to bring both palms in front of the heart, bowing the head gently to the heart. If you're not already, slowly make your way to a cross-legged position. Maybe keeping both palms gently placed onto the heart, relaxing at the elbows. Maybe start to flutter the eyes open. Give yourself love, nurture yourself. Give yourself rest, for only when we are strong in our souls and in our hearts can we help others. Drink water. Give yourself and those around you the love and the light that we have cultivated this evening. Thank you so much for joining me. I see the light in you. I love you. Namaste.